What is the difference between a self-centered life and a God-centered life?
A self-centered life is more of living a life dedicated to possessions and everything like that. The consistency of just buying physical needs and just kind of thinking of your own needs compared to anyone else's. Whereas living a God-centered life is kind of basically how it sounds, of not only living a life dedicated to God, but living a life dedicated to others as well. But not dedicated like worshiping them like you do God, but helping them out and things like that.
What is our group doing to fulfill the Great Commission?
Our group is doing missions trips around the city and the state, like our trip to Puerto Rico in 2016.
Of all the character traits of love, which one do you think is the most difficult fully?
Probably brotherly love, because my sister can drive me crazy, and then I have other people who I'm supposed to love, or at least like, and I don't because they're really annoying. It's really hard to like them.
Which type of love is most difficult for you?
I have to say physical, because love is commitment. It's a choice. And I've said I love you to a lot of people, but I don't mean it. So I guess it's the idea of, do I really love that person?
What do you need to do to sacrifice for God?
Give up at least 1 or 2 hours each week to go to church, spend time with God, and just read the Bible. That's all you really have to do. Just need to sacrifice some time and read the Bible. That's really all you need to do is sacrifice for Him. Or you can also give up your money.
Taking all we have learned about love, how can we as a group and a church specifically love the world around you?
We can love the world around us by accepting what's happening with us and accepting that it's for the better.
What do you need to do to develop the perseverance to live in love?
You really have to trust and have faith in God, and especially in the relationships around you.
What do you need to sacrifice for God?
I believe most of the time people forget that sometimes we need to sacrifice our time for God, because we're always rushing off to do different things, and we're not taking the time to get to know God or to actually spend that time with Him.
Go. What do you think is meant by the phrase, love is who we are?
What I think of the phrase as love is who we are is because love comes from inside of us, that people haven't seen from us before. We show love to the people that need food, to the people that need shelter. Love is the most important love. In Greek, love can also mean has 3 meanings: agape, and 2 others I do not know.
Who are we supposed to love?
Everyone around us, because they can be our friends, our new friends and family, and we need to respect them like we treat people at Walmart.
How can we, as a group and a church, specifically love the world around you?
I would say by the community, just by helping community.
Where are we supposed to love?
We're supposed to love everywhere, not just in one place or just anywhere particular. We're supposed to love all the time and everywhere.
What can you do to love others?
What I can do to love others is show that I care for them, and that if I would care, like, that maybe there's a kid alone, I can ask how's this, or if he wants to hang out, make sure that they feel like they're cared for.
Okay. How can we as a group and a church specifically love the world around you?
We still have to love people around us if they even make us mad. Always love your friends, even your enemies.
How is our group currently fulfilling the Great Commission?
By getting our name out, by helping in the community.
What does it mean to love our enemies? Is it easy? Is it hard? and why?
I find it easy because it are still people. You need to respect them like you respect your friends.
What can you do to serve God?
I can go to church, pray to Him, and also go on mission trips to help others, and show that God is with them and that God cares for them and will help them.
What is the difference between a self-centered life and a God-centered life?
A self-centered life is like you're all about you, and a God-centered life is like how you, as a person, go out and tell everybody about God and how amazing it is.
Who are we supposed to love?
Yourself, God, your family, your friends, mostly anybody that is so important to you.
Do you believe you can do great things for God, and why?
Yes, because God works through all of us. He sets our own paths. He sets our paths for us, making it where we can do great things through Him.
Do you think the world would look different if we exhibited these traits of love?
Yes, because the world is so caught up in negativity and other things like world events, and they worry too much, and if we just loved, a lot of problems could be solved.
What is the difference between a self-centered life and a God-centered life?
A self-centered life is where you think it's all about me. I'm the center of the universe. The entire world revolves around me. But a God-centered life is, I don't care what people think about me. I'm doing this because it is the right thing to do, not because I think I'll get something out of it or because I want to show people how good I can be or anything.
Do you think the world would look different if we exhibited the traits of love?
Yes, because, well, yes and no. Because if they're not the right kind of love, if they're not like godly love, then like you don't like bad things will happen, I guess. And if they're yeah, I'm good.
Why are we supposed to love?
Because if we do not love, why were we put here? Just to be plain objects with no emotion?
Guys! Tiffany, what do you not understand? Ready? 3, 2, 1, me.
How are we going to love others?
I think we can by reaching out to other people and spreading the word.
Who are we supposed to love?
God.
So, when are we supposed to love?
You were meant to love from the very beginning. It sounds rather odd since you don't really know any better, but you come out being loved. No matter what happens, no matter how much pain your mother ends up going through or anything like that, she will always be there to love you, even if her love is strange and things like that. But I think you were called to love from the very beginning.
What does it mean to love your enemies? Is it easy? Is it hard? And why?
It means to respect your enemy, and that should be pretty easy because when you're older, they might become your best friend.